Hamilton Niagara. I want to welcome you to this week's session of Fun Fit from Home. Today we are going to do an upper body strengthening workout. So what you're going to need is a sturdy chair and at least one pair of hand weights or other two objects such as cans of soups or bottles of water that will offer some resistance. If you have more than one set of weights, feel free to swap them out for lighter, heavier ones in between each exercise if you need to. So I've got some different hand weights here and some resistance balls that I will switch out throughout the workout. If you only have one pair of weights, you can use those for all of the exercises as well. So our workout today is going to be divided into three components. We're going to do a warm-up, which is going to involve lots of range of motion exercises for the upper body. And then we're going to do our strengthening component of the class to strengthen the upper body, and we're going to finish off with some upper body stretches. So make sure that you have a little bit of room to move around for the warm-up, and you do need a flat sole shoe. Make sure your floor is clear so that you don't trip on anything as we go along with our workout. So let's just start by taking a deep breath in, stand nice and tall, breathing in, reaching the arms up overhead, shoulders down and away from the ears, and then we're going to exhale, lower the arms down. We're going to do that 2 more times. Inhale, turning your palms up at shoulder height, and then exhale down. And 1 more. Good. All right, let's march it out. So when we march, it really helps to get the blood flowing and it helps to warm up the body to prepare our body for exercise. And since we are working our upper body today, we're going to start to add movements with our hands, our arms. And so here we go. We're going to tap the fingers one at a time. Try to keep your feet moving if you can. Now we're going to open our hands wide, so we're going to open and close. So as we move on through the workout, if you need to press pause in between the exercises, feel free to do so. I'm going to be moving relatively quickly, roll the wrists relatively quickly from one exercise to the other. But if you need to take a break for a minute or two between the exercise, that's perfectly fine. We're going to rotate the wrists in the other direction. All right, we're going to bring our arms down now, and we're just going to do a little bit of a shoulder shrug here. So you're going to lift your shoulders towards your ears and slowly come down. So we're warming up the shoulders now. And let's turn the palms to the front and do a slow bicep curl. So you're going to bring your wrist towards your shoulders and your arms come down. So your hands in the down position are just slightly away from the body. Again, try to keep your feet moving. You might start to feel a little bit warmer here. That's what we want. All right, hands on the shoulders, and we're going to circle the elbows back. So as you circle backwards, you're going to feel a light stretch in your chest here. And when you come forward, you'll feel it in the back of your shoulders and your upper back. All right, let's go in the other direction. All right, let's come to center, and we're going to reach one arm up and down, and then the other arm. If you want to do just your upper body and not do your feet here, you can, but if you are able to, you want to try to keep those feet moving. All right, now reach both arms up. Push and pull to the front. So you're going to push to the front and pull. So you're pushing with your chest and you're pulling with your back. All right, both arms to the front here. You're going to lift your fingers up towards the ceiling and then point them down towards the floor. So dynamic stretch for the wrist here. We're almost done with our warm-up. Arms down, you're going to do a big circle with one arm here. Just a little bit more on this arm. And other arm, here we go. Last one, and just your feet. All right, we're gonna slowly bring our feet to a stop here. So we should be feeling a little bit warmer. For the first two exercises, we will only need one hand weight, so go ahead and grab that. So for the first exercise, we are going to work our chest. So you're gonna take your hand weight here right in front of your sternum, your breastbone, elbows out to the side, and your hand weight should be just slightly away from the body here. You want a nice wide stance so that you're feeling very stable, and you're gonna press into your hand weight here and hold the position for a second. Your weight's not gonna move, so press into it and then relax gently. And again, press and hold and release. So we're gonna do this a total of 12 times. So we're already at 3, standing nice and tall, shoulders down, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, great job, guys. You're gonna bring your weight down. You're gonna hold on to your weight in one hand, and we are gonna need our chair for the second exercise here. So you're gonna grab your chair, and you wanna stand next to the chair here, and you're gonna position yourself diagonally from the chair, and you're gonna hold on to the weight with your arm that is furthest away from the chair. So it doesn't really matter which side you start on because we are going to do both arms. So this exercise works the upper back, and it's very similar to the motion that we do when we start a lawnmower, and this is called a single arm row. So you're gonna take your leg that's furthest away from the chair, and you're gonna step it so that it comes right in front of your chair here, and you can have one hand on the back here, and you're going to step your other leg back, and you're going to bend your front knee so that it's directly above the ankle. Your free hand's going to go onto the seat of the chair, and with a nice flat back, you're going to bring your weight down here, you're hinging at your hip, and you're going to pull your weight up here. So that's 1 and 2. Your nice flat back, you should lift your breastbone. You're breathing. 3, again, we're gonna go to 12, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, guys, we're gonna do 4 more. Make sure you keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the arm down, come all the way back up carefully, and then we're going to go to the other side here. So we're going to go to the other side of the chair. Again, you're standing kind of diagonally here. You're going to step in front of your chair with the leg that's furthest away from the chair, and step back with the other leg. You're going to lunge into your front knee, making sure your knee doesn't cross over the toes. Free hand's going to go onto the seat, and you're going to hinge forward from the hip crease, keeping your spine tall. Your weight's going to come off to the side, and you're going to pull your elbow up and back a little bit. Try not to rotate through your torso, and slowly come down. And 2, your elbow should be close to your side here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, guys, 4 more. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your weight all the way down before you step your feet together and come all the way up. All right, next exercise is for the shoulders. So you will need both of your hand weights here. So go ahead and grab the other one. So just make sure that you have two of the same weight. And again, feel free to swap out your weights for lighter or heavier ones at any point throughout the workout. So the next exercise we're going to do is for the shoulders. And it's called a shoulder press. And you can do this exercise seated or standing. It's up to you. So I'm going to do it standing, but if your legs are tired or if you want to feel a little bit more stable, feel free to sit down in your chair. So you're going to bring your weights here, right next to your shoulders with your elbows pointing down. Your fingers are closed, but you're not squeezing heavily on your weights. And you're going to reach your arms up overhead and then slowly come down. Your palms are facing forward. 2. Again, make sure you keep breathing. 3. 4. 5. 6. So working the shoulders here. We've got 6 more. We're halfway there. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Bring your arms all the way down. And we're going to work the front of the arms now, the bicep muscles. So you're going to take your palms and face them forward. Your wrists are just slightly away from the body. Again, if you need to swap out your weights, feel free to do so now. Elbows are going to stay glued at your sides, and you're going to bring your wrists towards your shoulders, keeping your wrists straight, and then slowly come down. So your wrists are straight. You almost want to imagine like you're holding a hammer when you're doing these exercises. 2. So it's slow on the down face as well. 3. 4. 5. 6. Halfway there. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. And 12. All right, great job, guys. So the next exercise, we're going to work the back of the arm. So we're going to do a tricep extension, and we're going to do this one seated. So for this exercise, you can either do it with both of your hand weights, or if you prefer, you can do it with just one. So with one hand weight, it looks like this. So you're holding onto your hand weight with both hands right behind your head, elbows close to your face and your shoulders down. And we're going to go up and down. So that's option number 1. Option number 2, which is what I'm going to be showing, is with both hand weights. So we're going to reach the arms straight above your head. Now you want your elbows in and your shoulders down away from your ears. You're going to slowly lower your weights down and slowly come back up. Try to keep your head in the center. So that's 1. Slow in the down phase. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. And 12. Slowly bring your hands down. All right, awesome job, guys. So the next 2 exercises that we're going to do are for the wrists. And I'm actually going to swap out my weights here for some lighter ones. So go ahead and do that if you need to, or you can keep the weights that you've got. So I'm going to be using these weighted balls here. These weigh about 2 pounds each. And they essentially do the same thing as hand weights. Some people do find that these are a little bit easier to hold on to though. Okay, so we're gonna sit at the edge of our chair and we are going, with a nice straight back, we are going to hinge at our hips and bring our elbows onto our the front of the thighs here, the quadricep, and your wrists should be passing your knees here. Your palms are facing up, you're lightly holding on to your weights or whatever you've got that you're holding on to, and you're gonna lower the hands down towards the floor and then curl them all the way up. Good. Slowly down and slowly up. Extend through the sides of your waist here to keep your spine tall, and you should be looking slightly down. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, great job. So we're gonna work the other side of the wrist now. So we're gonna turn our palms down towards the floor this time. So make sure you're holding on to your weights carefully here. And you're gonna curl up and slowly come down. Good. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, guys, sit nice and tall. Now we are ready to do our stretching. So you're gonna go ahead and put your weights off to the side. Just make sure that you put them somewhere safely so that you're not gonna, if you're gonna put them on the floor, make sure you know where they are. You don't wanna trip on them at any point. So I like to put mine somewhere slightly higher up so that I know that I won't trip on them. So let's go ahead and put our weights away, and then we're gonna sit in our chair again. All right, guys, so we're gonna start with a stretch for the upper middle back. So you're gonna be sitting nice and tall here. You're gonna interlace your fingers together and stretch your arms out to the front. So you wanna imagine here like you're giving someone a big hug. Take some deep breaths. We're gonna hold each stretch about 15 to 20 seconds. So the next stretch we're gonna do is for the back of the shoulders. So get ready for that one. All right, so we're gonna lower the arms, and as I mentioned, the next stretch is for the back of the shoulders. So you're gonna sit tall, make sure that you keep your breastbone in the center the entire time for this stretch. So you're gonna reach one arm out in front and cross in front of the body. Now you can either hold above the elbow and pull towards the opposite side, or you can pull at the wrist. The wrist makes it a longer lever, so it's a little bit of a deeper stretch. But again, try not to twist your torso. You really want to keep your breastbone in the center here. So you've got option number 1 or option number 2. And be careful not to press directly on your elbow. Good, arm comes down. Of course, we're going to do that on the other side. So you're going to reach the arm forward, go off to the side. You can pull either above your elbow or below. I prefer doing below, but that's a little bit more intense, so do whichever one feels best for you. And again, breastbone in the center. And relax the arm down. We are going to stretch our chest next. You're going to take your fingertips and bring them right behind your head. breastbone lifts up, crown of the head reaches up, and you're gonna reach your elbows backwards. So actually the next 2 stretches will be for the chest. Keep your spine long as you hold here. All right, you're gonna reach your arms to the side here and slightly back until you feel the stretch in the front of the shoulder and the chest here. Okay, we're gonna hold this here a little bit longer, and then we're gonna move on to a stretch for the bicep, which is the front of the arm. So get ready for that bicep stretch. You're gonna hold your arms in the same position here, and you're gonna take your thumbs and point them down, and the palms of your body, or the palms of your hands should be facing backwards now, and you're gonna reach your arms back a little bit, if you can. Gently lower your arms down. And we're gonna reach one arm up overhead here, fingertips up, shoulder down and away from the ear. You can either stay straight up or bend a little bit to the side, but you don't have to do that. Just make sure the chest stays open. And if you are bending slightly to the side, make sure both sides of your pelvis are planted on your chair. Now, if you are bent a little bit to the side, you're going to come straight back up, give yourself a little pat on the back here, and now we're stretching the tricep. So try to keep your elbow close to your face. Option number 1 is here. Abdominals are in. Option number 2, you can press from the front, or option number 3, you can pull from the back here. You can relax your arm down, and of course we're going to do that on the other side. So reaching the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Now make sure your shoulder is down and away from the ear, and that your chest is open towards the back here. You can either stay here, keeping both sides of your hips planted. You can bend a little bit to the side, you don't want to exaggerate, and you're going to feel the stretch of the side of the waist here. All right, gang, if you are bent to the side, you're going to come straight up, tricep stretch. Now make sure that you pull your abdominals in here so that you're not overarching backwards. And you can either hold here, if that's enough of a stretch, you can push it back slightly or pull it back. Arm down. All right, we're just going to stretch out our wrist, and then we'll be done for today. So we are going to reach one arm forward here. You're going to turn your palm up towards the ceiling, and you want your arm here to be straight, so you don't want to bend your elbow, and you're going to point your fingers down towards the floor. If that's enough of a stretch for you, you're going to stay there, or you can gently press your fingers towards your body using your other hand. Just a little bit more. Good, you're going to release, but keeping the arm up, you're going to turn your palm down now and fingers down towards the floor, either remaining here, or you can gently encourage the hand towards the body using your other hand. So you're going to feel that here in the top of the wrist. arm comes down. So we're going to do the other arm. You're going to turn your palm up, arm at shoulder height, fingers down. You're either going to hold the position here or you can add the other hand. And release, we're going to turn the palm down. Now stretching the back of the wrist, you can either hold here or use your other hand. Arm comes down, we're going to stand all the way up. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. All right guys, that's it for today's workout. I encourage you guys to check out all of our other workouts at FunFit from Home, and we will see you guys next time. Have a great day.